Hello, Christians and strength bros, sisters. This is a dual upload and a Good Friday reflection for two of the YouTube channels that I've been slowly developing. The first one is called Old Man Strength, and it's got over 200 subscribers now, and it now has a focus on strength. And as we get older, realizing that strength is not just heavy lifts, getting strong, but getting our mindset correct, getting our priorities straight, realizing that through the laws of probability, we are going to die, right? Probably in the next 10, 20 years, if we're able to stretch it. I know people who made it up to, see, I'm 62 now. I know someone who made it to 96. He passed on a few years ago. We shared some stories. And my late grandfather made it to 96. But my father's in his 60s, late 60s, 331, 2003. So actually, you know, about 70 years old, right? Just fairly young. He went frail. He was bedbound a lot for the last 10, 20 years of his life. I wasn't at the house, wasn't able to take care of him. But prior to that, he was strong and lean. He was a carpenter, man. He was a carpenter's son who grew up on a farm. He was like lean and jacked. I mean, totally like, imagine like, yeah, I'm extremely lean. What could I say? Just kind of like if Steve Reeves were kind of made a little smaller with, the Brad Pitt character in the Fight Club. He was lean guy. He worked hard. I learned from him as a child. We built a lot of this house here. There's a room that we built together with my grandfather, who was the carpenter on the farm in Bloody, Iowa. So I'm a modern guy. I get distracted by all this 21st century social media shit and everything else. It sort of feels like a different world. But when we come back to our homes and getting through the end of our lives, we have to start thinking about our moral strength, our spiritual strength. So this is a dual upload with a very, very small channel, but grateful for a couple dozen subscribers, that was designed to explore my own religious beliefs. And that's called Anti-Christianity 101. And I haven't uploaded there in over a year. And part of it is because I was finding myself expounding on my own processing of sin, as well as the apparent sin and corruption that seems to be going on at the higher levels of our Catholic Church. That is, I sincerely believe, habemus lupum. But a wolf is strong, and we have to be strong to fight these wolves. So this upload is really for both Old Man Strength and Anti-Christianity 101. But I'm not here to throw shade on Pope Leo XIV. No. Because I try to recognize I was born as the Novus Ordo started. Literally, I was born in 1964. I had no knowledge that this was such a radical shift in the Catholic Church. I believe that from the research I've done, I think I was baptized in the old order rite. I don't know, was it 68, something like that. I think by then I might have been baptized according to the older ritual, even though the Novus Ordo was taking over. The Vatican II thing was going on. And what does that have to do with strength? Well, there's a strong belief amongst many devout Catholics, including myself, that our current papacy is illegitimate. Yet we know that our church is destined to survive till the end of time. That's in the Bible. So I think sometimes we get frustrated with the direction of the church. However, I also had some great revelations during this Holy Week that have allowed me to accept going to Mass more often, even in a Novus Ordo church. And there are a couple reasons why. One is we have to recognize that our catechism has a lot of sound principles in it. Right? Can't throw out the baby with the bathwater. And two, we need to be strong. We need to do whatever we can to influence Pope Leo to do the right things. And I have to honestly admit that I see him doing some right things, right? So I have to kind of go with that principle in Romans 13. We have to respect the authorities, that the authorities are put there in place by God. So I think part of being morally, spiritually strong is we still have to support our church. We have to be very careful in our approach to criticizing the church. But I don't think we need to, just say, for example, exclusively go to SSPX chapels and that, although I would love to go to one. And I have a proposal for how we can do it, a simple proposal, and that is crack your Catholic Bible, okay? There are different variants of the Catholic Bible. It's like the Jerusalem Bible. I kind of like this old school one, the Douai Rhymes. But get a Catholic Bible and keep it in companion with the latest catechism of the Catholic Church, because it's going to help you stay strong, keep the faith. So we can support authority while still being critical of authority. And that's what Old Man Strength is. Happy Easter.